What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? I didn't get as much done last night as I wanted to, as far as prepping for the rest of this Demon Hunter push. I'm going with the Natalia's Aughild's Guardian triple combo. So we got the stat, or we get the damage reduction and damage bonus of Aughild's. We get the stat stick value of Guardians, which gives us that big life, and then filling in together with the rest of Natalia's. Now, the ring is what makes that possible. I got mixed emotions on what I would pick if I wanted to go with a Ring of Royal Grandeur setup on another Demon Hunter build. What's going on, Dark Shadow? Ninja Savage, pardon me. I combined y'all. Savage, Max. Thanks there, Max. Appreciate it. What up, Uzar? So yeah, anyway, mixed emotions here. Additionally, I've been using Zays, and I'm wondering if I'm going to get more value out of using Taeguk instead. In fact, let's just throw this over here. We'll bring that, and we'll kind of play around with both of them. So, anyway, I do want to get a couple more levels in. I didn't get the augments fixed either. I did get some of them, the 625 decks. I've got a few items, but I didn't do enough. So I've still got the 500 decks on quite a few pieces. Actually, I don't have anything on that one. Oops. Forgot about that one altogether. Well, we'll throw a 500 decks on that too, I guess. How did I not get decks or get that augmented? I completely slipped my mind. Used to have a max level wizard with very high paragon, but then your PS3 died, which should be cloud saves. If you just link on your PS4, if you just link to battle.net, it should still be there for you. All right, so let's get a couple of levels in. Another thing too, I'm unsure on this one, and my question is, does cooldown reduction affect potions? I don't think it does, but I don't know for sure. If cooldown reduction affects potions, then you'd be better off, I think, going with the cooldown reduction, particularly with the seasonal theme. What's going on there, done it? But yeah, as you see, I got no levels on this soul shard. This one, every time you level it up, you get about, I think it's 50% additional weapon damage. Oh, no PS4, no real connection between your old PS3 and the internet. Oof. Oof. What have you been gaming on these days, Dark Shadow? The good news is it's always on sale. But then again, D4 is right around the corner. So at this point, you'd have to, on Xbox, that's fair. At this point, you'd have to decide whether or not you wanted to continue Diablo 3, knowing that Diablo 4 is right around the corner. On that same note, I think just this upcoming season alone is probably well worth the purchase price, to be honest. Another thing I'm finding is as I gain more power, I'm having a harder and harder time clearing things like the Echoing Nightmares over here. I'm having hatred issues in there now. And it actually is becoming harder, not easier, because I'm running out of hatred. This is the PTR done it, so it's all from the vendor. The potion is faster than 30-second refresh. Yeah, on the PTR, you just buy all your loot from this vendor over here. No, it's a test build. No test build in any game ever does loot carry over to your main game. It's purely for testing and for entertainment purposes. It's been fun though. I mean, and that's the main thing, is if you're having fun. I mean, we can actually test that. Let's see. This season will be the best season ever in Diablo 3. This one upcoming. Exclamation PTR in chat, done it. We'll get you a link to all the stuffs. Let's see. Let's test it. Let me wait for the timer to flip over. Actually, there, it just did. Let's see when the potion comes up again. And we'll be able to kind of judge it from there. It actually looks like it is 30 seconds, user. Yeah, it just hit the halfway point, and that's at 15 seconds. So it doesn't look like CDR affects your potion at all. I mean, to be honest, I didn't think it did. Yeah, it's exactly 30 seconds. Alright, so this one, I still got mixed emotions on it. I think the main benefit is after gaining the level, getting the cost reductions. Yeah, man, there's really good alter effects. That's not even the most of it. The big parts for me is all the quality of life. Having pets pick up DBs, having pets pick up and automatically scrap your magic and rare gear, etc. Let's just blaze through a couple of 100s here just to get warmed up a little. And this is the new Natalia's rework build, which it plays. I think the main criticism the build has gotten so far is it plays exactly like the God set. I mean, it literally feels like you're playing the same set. I personally love the God set, so for me personally, I'm good with that. However, I do understand people's complaint about it. I mean, it feels like you're playing the exact same build, you know? Like I said, the God set, for me, it's one of my favorite builds in the entire game. So having another build that is stronger, that plays like it, to me, that feels like a win. But, you know, obviously that's not everyone's opinion. And that's fair. That's fair. We all should have our own opinions on the matter. Me being a big fan of spin to win, it just... I absolutely love it. I hope it stays exactly the same way. Like I said, I do appreciate everyone else's thoughts on it, thinking that it should be changed. But for me personally, man, I love my spinning. Yeah, I get a little more toughness. I was dying. Now, the other thing there is I'm still not using... I'm using Dex gems, you know, so... Obviously, I'm missing a lot of survivability there, not having all that resist all going. So if I'm dying as I push up, I think the first thing I'll do, well, I want to try look at the difference between Taeguk's. Once Taeguk's is leveled, I think they're going to be really comparable in actual damage. And then Taeguk's, of course, only requiring the stacks and not requiring that I be a certain distance away. Because, you know, sometimes you're not a distance away. Sometimes you're right on top of the baddies, you know. Yeah, now am I going to be able to find her? There she is. I don't want to pick up all the loot. See, we're at 14,000 weapon damage right now. If we throw those 5 upgrades into that, that should put me at what? 14,250? Let me see. Yeah, 14,250. The thing is it's not something you can control. It randomly goes off, and it like almost never goes off at the right time. It is what it feels like to me anyway. So I'm wondering how much value it's worth. Can't get updates to any PS3 games? That stinks, man. It mean, I don't think it's going to be worth grinding this one up. I mean, I could put some levels into those, like the Taeguk and whatnot, but this one I don't think the value for... I mean, obviously, if it was on the actual season, I would want to level it up if I was using it just because level up all the things, right? But I think for the PTR, it's not going to be worth it for the test. And I mean, my goal, of course, is to get the GR 150, but you know, I may not be able to do it. I've actually only gone to GR 150 once before on any season. Like, I usually just don't push that far.
Not ready yet.
This season, however, though... Oh, no, I looped back around on myself. This season, however, though, I am going to try to get the GR150. I think that Tal Rasha's Meteor build on the Wizard is so powerful, though, that anyone wanting to just get to 150, that's just going to be the build to use. It's so strong. It's crazy how strong it is. Dude, man, I think... Am I dead-ending myself? It's going to be a long-ass run, if so. Well, maybe I can get lucky and get it cleared here before I have to run all the way back around the world. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, no, we're good, we're good.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Not ready yet.
You certainly can't complain about the speed of runs here. It's just crazy. So what do? We're still at 100% for a second. That took us down to 90. I guess we can just blow the rest of these. Am I going to get lucky and get them all? Come on, 60% chance. Yeah. Nice. I'm normally guaranteed to fail those. The Tal Rasha build I did last night, I did 120, like, really, really easily. Not knowing how to play the build, not understanding how it works, never playing a wizard, and without having leveled gems. And no augments. So, I mean, that right there tells you that shit is strong as hell, you know? Now, I got another little side project I want to do. I'm not sure if it's realistic I can do it. I want to simulate getting 10,000 legendary item drops and look at the number of primals here. So I'm going to save a bunch of bags, these weapons bags, with the blood shards I earned here today. You saw a 150 in 6 minutes. It's crazy, crazy strong. I got mixed emotions on the playstyle, to be honest. What is the... We can look and see what the fastest time is. Let's see. Wizard. Where are you, Mr. Wizard? Wow, 3 minutes? Is that for real? That's the build. They went with Aughilds, a Squirts, of course, 1800 Paragon, and they took, which route did they take? They took the cold route. 3 minutes and 47 seconds. That is crazy, man. That is just screaming. A GR150? What? Holy shit. And as far as I know, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, is there any bugs there? Does anybody know? What, they got the Rorg, the Mempo, and the Smoldering Core. My problem with the build is it feels so wonky casting Black Hole. Which, you know, I mean, that's not exactly the end of the world. But holy crap, man, that is just screaming. Alright, let's start pushing it up a little and get a few more gem levels. We'll just go like 5 at a time and kind of compare the difference. Out of gold. Can't do any augment or any bonus augments, but that is alright. So this one is 105. And I'm not going to do like any re-rolling maps or anything like that. So, I mean, I'm going to get bad maps too throughout the run.
I'm still waiting.
Dude, man, I feel like I left some elites back there, but it's alright.
Need more time.
I mean, it's at 105, it's still just shredding. Now, I didn't fine-tune a god set, but that's another thing I would like to do,
Not ready yet.
is kind of get an equivalent setup with a god set, and then compare whatever the highest GR I'm able to get to is with a god set versus this set.
Need more time.
I think the thing, you know, like I said, they play very similarly, and that's most people's main criticism about it. And the thing all of them say, though, the people that are criticizing the equivalent playstyle, is they should have just buffed the god set and then made this one a little different playstyle. Now, of course, this is PTR, so this is quite possible this will get nerfed, you know. And I think the main nerf would be putting some sort of cooldown on the spike traps. Like, the benefit now is we're literally just covering the map with spike traps. Every enemy that gets hit, it pops a spike trap on them, you know.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Need more time.
Alright, so 105 is still an absolute joke.
Do you have a gem?
Right. Do we hit... I feel like we hit T-Gooks and see if we get some more lucky rolls. No, failed the last one. It's alright. That's not too bad.
I am returning to town.
Let's bump it up another 5. I debated on streaming Superfuse today. I think I'm going to stream it tomorrow,
My
though.
training has paid off.
Other than, like, recording some videos, still 2-minute 105. It's pretty solid, right? Let's keep it going. We'll go to 110 this time.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
And I still never got a Kool-Aid potion. So I'm still having a challenge getting through the walls and whatnot. Hey, you know.
I wish I could do that.
I mean, this one's taking noticeably longer to get through the few champs that are here. And that's just 105. Now, obviously, like I said, I'm not going to re-roll any of the maps, so I will get good maps and bad maps. I'll get good mob rolls and bad mob rolls. We're just going to have to kind of see how it goes here.
Not ready yet. Vengeance! I'm still waiting.
And this is looping back around on itself. That's a bummer. Always taking bad wrong turns. WTF. I think we'll be alright though with the pylon there.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Not ready yet. You have triumphed.
So that's still sub 2 minutes at 110.
Good to see you.
You know what? Let's swap to take Gooks and give it a look. We can hit what? We can get 200% there. Actually, 300%. And then let's throw one on that, since that one's 100% as well. Oops.
I am returning to town.
It's just a really solid build. It was a meta build last night. DDA actually has bigger updates upcoming than DD2 does, and it's gotten more updates than DD2 over the last 6 months.
I have more control
But yeah, there's more coming for both games, you know. DD2's free to play with all the micros, so, and with it being free to play, it constantly gets new players, which means it's constantly going to make money. Well, I mean, every class gets a benefit from the League thing, just because the altar is so powerful. But yeah, I mean, the Tau Rasha Meteor is... Can we look at the regular season here? No. We'd have to log into it. But I'm pretty sure that build is #1 on the leaderboards for Season 27 as well. How's things today, Kragus? Alright, let's move it up. I wanted to try Taegooks. Let's do another 110. We'll do this one with Taegooks instead. It should give me a little more survivability.
I'm overburdened.
I'm not even sure if I have enough inventory space to get to 10,000. We're gonna have to check that out.
I cannot afford that.
What is it? There's 15 items per bag. There's what? 35 bags per tab. What's 15 times 35? That's, what, 525? Is that right? Or no, that would be 30. Or no? 15 times 35 is 350 and 175. So is that 525? I think that's 525. So it would take 20 bags basically to get to 10,000 drops, which I don't have. But I mean, I can always store the bags on other characters or whatever. Today DDA is more fun. I mean, you ask anybody which game is more fun, and every single person is going to have a different opinion. I like having a task list or things I need to, or things I can accomplish that is going to give me some sort of gain to my, you know, my account in games. And I don't have anything else that I have any interest in doing in DD2 at the moment. So there's zero fun for me in DD2 currently. The game overall is a fun game, but my criteria is I want to have things to do. And DD2's end game is kind of trash. I wanted to do a 110 again. Let's do a 110 again for comparison. What was the time on that last 110? This is with Taegooks. And you see, I mean, you get to those 10 stacks instantly. I mean, nobody can answer that for you. You know, it's a fun game. It's worth playing. Are you going to like it? No one can answer that for you. I like it, but that's me, you know? So, I mean, if 30 bucks is easy for you to spend, then, I mean, it's well worth the money. At a minimum, you'll get, say, 400 or 500 hours out of play, out of DDA. You know, at a minimum in DD2, you might not get that much. But that's also assuming that you want to clear all of the content and then, like, at least start on the end game min-maxing. DD2, that's a much harder decision to make because, you know, bag space and microtransactions and everything else.
I'm still waiting.
That was just a taste.
Need more time.
Pile on up in there. Might as well get that bad boy.
The Rift God.
I think the clear speeds were about the same. Oh, well, look at that. 4 primals. See, now this is from the double primal drop. I legit got 2 primals. That is the first Greater Rift ever that I personally have seen with 4 primals. Holy shit, man. That is crazy. What? My God. What, we got 2 belts and an amulet. Oh my God, please be a Squirts. It's not a Squirts. I can't tell what the belts are. It looks like the amulets are the same. The belts might be the same too. So yeah, there it seemed like the clear speed felt the same. Your second primal was a Squirts on the PTR? That's so awesome. That shit just don't happen, you know?
I need to go back.
That is like a thing of mystery and glory. Let's see what these were. They might be junk.
I've become more formidable.
So we got the energy traps, Hellcat, Amrin's chain. Yeah, I mean, these are, typical primal stuff. Those are primals that I would just never use. Typical.
I cannot afford that.
Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get to 10,000. I'm gonna have to clear out everything I've got saved in my bags. Let's just trash this stuff. They felt very comparable, and the difference is if I use Take Gooks, I get that 20% armor gain. And I don't have the range requirement. The damage, I think, is going to be similar. See, at 100, this one can go up to 60%. At 100 here, we're at 103, but at 100, it would be up to 60%. And the 10 stacks, I'm pretty sure I'm going to hold the whole time. It was a 6-second difference. Yeah, I mean, that's just nothing, right? All right, let's stick with Take Gooks for the moment. Let's bump it up a notch. This one is not going to be fast at all. This is one of my least favorite maps, personally.
I'm still waiting.
Hate to start off being all negative right out of the gates, but just not a fan of this one.
Not ready yet.
And you can see the Take Gook stacks. I mean, it's just staying at 10, right? I got a terrible map with bad mob rolls. In fact, I'm just gonna blast into the next map.
Your fear betrays you.
I mean, you notice a definite difference with enemies, but part of that is the affixes on the enemies, I believe.
Not ready yet.
No pylon over here, boo.
I'm still waiting.
Sweet.
Not ready yet. Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Almost feels like we hit a wall. I mean, it's the RNG is part of it, you know? We only went up five floors, so it's not like it's a ridiculous difference, but the difference in RNG is what's doing it.
I'm still waiting.
Come on now, you can click it. You can do it.
Need more time.
That guy just does not want to die off. There we go.
You
Not ready
won't
yet.
survive that.
Need more time.
You been playing all day today? It's a super fun game. I mean, it's easy to get really drawn in, you know?
Do you want more?
This upcoming season, next week, I'm going to be, probably next week, maybe the week after, I'm going to do some heavy Uber driving. That way I can try to take the end of the month off, where I can just focus on season 28 when it launches.
Leave you filth.
Paragon 650, very nice, very nice. Yeah, you get there pretty quick. And then the wall doesn't hit really until you get to... Once you get past 800, it's definitely slows down a little.
Feel my wrath.
Come on now.
The Rift Guardian has found
Need more time.
Well, I mean, that was considerably slower, but like I said, that's a little RNG in there as well.
I may be able to help you.
I am returning to town.
What's going on there, Bogdan? How you doing?
the blood runs true within you. Someday you'll be as good as me.
I cannot afford that.
Just got off work. Perfect. That's the best time of the day right there. Filling up. All right, let's continue up to 120.
Embrace your power, and you will survive.
I'm still
Bought
waiting.
my potion a little early.
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Yeah, noticeable difference. There's no more over here, right? No. No more super dupers.
My training has paid off.
That was just a taste.
Oh, what the hell? I'm at a dead end. Oof.
Not ready yet.
Sweet revenge.
I'm still waiting.
I wish I could do that.
See, this one's going to be potentially faster than the last one, even though it's 5 GRs higher, just because of RNG, you know?
Need more time.
When RNG smiles, it is a wonderful thing.
Not
I
ready yet.
feel more powerful.
That is assuming I can quit dead-ending myself.
I'm still waiting.
Do you want more?
Need more time.
Your fear betrays you.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Do you want more?
I'm going to play the DH as my season starter, even if this gets nerfed. Just because I love the God set, it's a season starter. It's the starter set.
I'm still waiting.
You have tried.
Yeah, I mean, that was way quicker, but that was RNG right there.
Let's see what we can do.
Thanks, RNG. You the best.
I am returning to town.
It seems like Taekook is doing really good. I mean, I haven't had any close calls at all. So that's a good thing.
Is complete.
Are you ready?
Alright, let's go up another 5.
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
Not ready yet.
The big benefit here, too, is not having to be max range, because,
Need more time.
you know, I mean, when you're going through and doing speed runs, you're max range all the time, because you pop stuff and it dies, you know?
I'm still waiting.
Once you actually get into the 100 plus GRs, or 120 plus GRs, it's a little harder to stay at max range, particularly depending on the map you get. There is just not a champ in this
Need more
mofo.
time.
Wow. Oh shit. I made a terrible... Oh dang, it was this way. I thought I had dead-ended. I hadn't actually dead-ended.
Not ready yet.
Here's some finally.
You won't survive that.
I'm still waiting.
It's hard to get used to spamming that smokescreen too after you've gone through a big grind of speed leveling, because the lazy mode kicks in, you know? And the smokescreen needs to be popped every 2.5 seconds.
Not ready yet. Need more time.
That's how we do it in King
Darkness awaits you.
Got another elite in here. get him?
I'm
Yeah, looks
still
like we got him.
waiting.
You won't survive that.
Not ready yet.
Definitely feeling the higher GRs though, even though we're only at 125 now.
Need more time. I'm still
There's a
waiting.
pylon up here. Not necessarily the one I'm looking for, but a pylon nonetheless.
You won't survive
Need
that.
more time. Not ready yet.
Come on, dude, die already. You know you wanna. You know you wanna.
I'm still waiting. Need more time. I've become more formidable.
You won't survive that.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
Do you want more?
Not ready yet.
Where is that? There it is. I know I saw you in here somewhere.
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
Darkness awaits you.
I have more control now.
Yeah, we'll blaze through the rest of it.
The Rift Guardian is here.
We must wait longer.
You have triumphed.
That one was super slow.
Let's see what we can do.
That was what? That was
My
125.
bag is full.
I am returning to town.
The ancients would be proud.
How satisfying.
Oops, I accidentally picked something up. Oopsies. I don't think it's realistic that I'm going to get to 10,000 weapon drops with just saving the bags. But let's take it up. We can go to 130 now, and now we're getting closer to where I capped out at.
Many never have stood where you are now, but you succeeded in overcoming the trials.
Need more time.
definitely taking way more damage now. The smoke screen is not an option. Must keep it up, right?
I'm still waiting. Need more time.
All the way back over here.
I must wait longer.
Yeah, I'm way behind here. These situations like this where there's just shit all over the ground, that resist all would be huge in comparison. Where's he at? Man, he's still really, really high health. Not even to mid yet. See if we get a pylon here. Nothing apparent.
I'm still waiting.
Better start popping fools off here pretty quick, or this one is just going to be a straight up lose. Oh, there we go. RNG, man. I tell you, RNG.
Need more time.
And just like that, we'll be able to get way, way ahead again.
was just a taste.
I got the conduit from the shield, or from the potion effect. You know?
Feel my wrath.
I'm still waiting.
Little blue one in there. Nothing else back here, though.
Do you want more?
Need more time. I'm still waiting.
Come on already.
Need more time.
There we go.
I've become more formidable.
I don't know. I mean, it's PTR. They never, that I can ever remember, has what's in the PTR made it directly into the game. There's always been some sort of change. And the potion is crazy, crazy powerful, you know? So,
Need more time.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if it got some tweaks.
Darkness awaits you.
I don't know what those tweaks would be, though. You know, a reduced potion effect, or what do you guys think? But I mean, anything that's been really powerful in the PTR in any season that I can remember
I'm still waiting.
has 100% gotten nerfs before it went live, you know?
Darkness awaits you.
Not ready yet.
No,
Need more
you are not
time.
elite at all. Actually, it looks like there's one in here somewhere, but I can't find it. Maybe that's just the leftovers and
I'm
the
still
main,
waiting.
the main elite is dead.
Not ready yet. I'm still waiting.
What do you think the nerf would be? Assuming that potions do get nerfed some.
Need more time.
What would the nerf be? Or are they gonna let the last season go out with a bang and let everybody have the power? You know? I mean, obviously there's been OP things in the game before that didn't get changed.
Need more time.
Progress by adding HP resist and just gamble potion procs. Yeah. But what would the nerf be is the question. You know?
Not ready yet.
A cooldown, or no, you couldn't really put a cooldown on it because it's tied directly to the potion. I mean, I guess you could, once per minute or whatever.
Need more time. I'm
About
still
the art
waiting.
concept. Oh no, I'm dropping frames like crazy.
The rift
God dang it, man. Is my internet taking a shit again?
I wish I could. do
Like
that.
every weekend for the last 3 weeks, I've had sketchy connection problems. I got 17,000 dropped frames right now. I mean, the art contest should be whatever you want to create. I don't think what, you know, what it actually is a huge question. I mean, something DD2 themed. It's a DD2 art contest, you know? God dang it, man. Like every 60-second only proc? Yeah. My connection is just completely dumped, y'all. I'm at 2,000 kbps upload speed right now. Every weekend, the last 3 weekends, my connection has took a shit. I mean, clearly my ISP is doing something on the weekends, right? I'm going to give it a couple minutes here to see if it recovers. Hopefully it does. Whatever seems fun to you. I mean, I wouldn't do a map. I would put a character on it, but it doesn't have to be a copy of what's in the game. It just has to be themed, you know? If you did a map and, like, say you're a landscape artist and that's what you like to do, I would still throw a hero in it. Man, the frame dropping is just unreal here. Limit quantity of conduit power to once per rift. That'd be shitty. But yeah, I mean, that's an option, right? Rework the system altogether and make it so it's not a conduit, but it's something else. Or make it only last 10 seconds or something like that. You figure it's a 30-second cooldown. Make the effect only last 10 seconds. God damn it, this is just frustrating, man. I am going to go ape shit on my ISP. They're really good, too. They're easy to talk to, and when you complain, they generally seem like they want to make improvements on it. But I can't continue the stream if this doesn't recover. I mean, I'm literally dropping more than half of my total frames. Turned a 60 frame per second stream into a 26 frame per second stream real quick. Well, I'm dropping 39 frames per second, it looks like. It's actually almost exactly 39. Well, that's weird. So that's 21 frames per second. I went from 60 to 21. See, the thing is you you could get multiple conduits just naturally from pylons in a rift right now. Is the problem with that? I mean, you could make it so the potion effect was only where it was only one of the effects per greater rift or per floor. I mean, you would have to do per rift, right? Oh, this sucks, y'all. I was ready to go ham here. I have never seen it where it's dropping the exact amount of frames every second. And that's exactly what's happening. That's so weird. It's exactly 39 frames every second that I'm losing. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, as far as group play, it will without a doubt be in push meta. Nah, I'm not gonna stream at that. That's 2010 shit there, Clayton. You're not streaming in high definition 60 frames, just don't stream unless you're playing like a pixel graphics game or something. You can't play Diablo at 37, 20, 30. That's just wrong. I would not do that to y'all's eyeballs. But yeah, there's no sign of it recovering here. I'm up to, since it started dropping frames, I'm right at the point I'm about to hit 30,000 dropped frames. God damn it, man. Such a bummer. Like I said, the last 3 weekends this has happened. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Connection goes to shit. Yeah, it's definitely not showing signs of life. So it looks like this is a shorty, y'all. I mean, I don't know what else to say. We're all at the mercy of our connection, right? And mine is shit on. Such a bummer. I guess I'll do some recording and editing this afternoon instead. But yeah, I was ready to go stream all day. But anyway, it looks like that is going to get it for me for today. So I do apologize. Hopefully it's squared away for tomorrow. I'll restart everything. Restart my machine and my modem and everything and see if it recovers. But as it looks right now, I'll keep you guys posted if I'm able to get live again on the YouTube community page and on Twitter. Just try to get something diamond since the new map will be diamond themed. Maybe a canister mercenary. Yeah, I mean, do whatever you want to do. You know, don't care about what's coming. Don't care about what came recently. It's your art, so do what you want.